Hello, spiritual warriors. If you want to learn how to be strongly fixed in your warrior self, keep listening. I have a galactic channeling, and then I'm going to comment right after. For all our beloved ones, we say rejoice. We welcome this new time-space amplification of the energies that you as a collective of light souls has created. Celebrate and welcome. We know you are not perhaps seeing this as of yet. We know that you are not quite feeling this in your heart way. We know that you cannot see this as having been replaced from the darker energies just yet. We know this, dear ones. We know this. But please listen to our instructions for you if you wish to participate. What is not yet given by many teachers is how powerful you actually are. Many teachers there may say this in their teachings. However, what is missing is how experienced you are. Old souls is the expression once used. Yes, you all there are old souls. This means that you are taking on one of humanity's greatest missions. Truly, we are not being dramatic, but instead making a factual statement. You have taken on the glory of God, so to speak. You have taken on what only warriors dare embrace. To face the darkest levels of the way and to instead come forth with happiness and hope in your heart is the greatest challenge for any spiritual warrior to undertake. You have done exactly this, O brave warriors. We are in so much awe of you. You do not know what is felt of you through the known universes. There is such love and pride for the human race, for such an endeavor to undertake, such grace, such love. Yes, we acknowledge and feel that many are still not feeling perhaps what we state here today, and yet this is the exact message we wish to impart. Search your hearts, dear ones. Search your feelings. Search your innermost truth. You will feel what we state. You will embrace that aspect of you that is a partial piece of the prime creator or source. It is in the center of your being. Our message today, dear ones, is to search for your divinity. Search for your most highest expression of you. There is where you will find both the truth and the answers you seek. Do not put thought or feelings on external things that you witness. This will bring confusion and despair. Practice searching your inner way of being, dearest soul warriors. Please practice this daily. For once you have touched this most treasured aspect of you, there will be no turning back. As always, we are here to assist you in your journeys. You have but to ask, dear ones. Ask of our help. We shall answer you in the silence in between the beats, in the voidless aspect of no mind, in the depth of the heart way. We are here. We will never leave you. And they end. So what they're saying, they're still continuing on with the guidance from many messages back. Please go back and watch the last 3, 4, 5 messages that came through. They're basically wanting us to embrace that spiritual warrior aspect of us. And they're bringing up this thing which has kind of gotten forgotten. It was really big when I was first studying this back in the 90s. About being old souls. And I think we tend to forget this as souls, as beings living this experience here on planet Earth. We tend to forget how experienced we actually are, how much we have actually been through. We've not been through this before because, again, it only comes along about every 25 to 26,000 years. The ascension, the process of ascending. We have failed many times. As a planet, Gaia has failed, there's some predictions up to 6, 7 times. Failed meaning complete destruction. Atlantis was one such era of destruction. There's other cycles as well prior to this. And so this ascension process is a huge deal. Okay, but what they're really trying to get to acknowledge is that you're a very old soul. You've been there, done that. Okay? You just haven't quite been here, done that with an ascension. In other words, I suspect, I feel the insights that I get are that we came to a certain level. And remember, we're going 3D, 4D, 5D, 5D being heaven on earth, so to speak. And we've come out of density before 3D, 4D. I believe we've done that many times, touching 5D, because each density layer has a sublayer, meaning the beginning portion of 4D, the beginning portion of 5D. And I felt that we have gotten there before, but this is a bigger deal. And really what they're doing by putting the emphasis on us being old souls, it's another way of saying very experienced souls, is to tap into that. It's the only reason they would mention that. They don't do things to bolster your ego, okay? They do things to have you focus on certain aspects of the vibration of who you are. And so what they're doing is wanting us to really focus on that. Get quiet. You remember I've talked in all my other teachings, stay out of the head, the noisy mind, get into your heart. Take some deep breaths, get quiet, because it takes that to get into a higher vibration. We miss that so much in our society today, in which we're on our phones, watching social media, etc. We've gotten this, the mind aspect, vibrating, very, very distracted, going off in a lot of different directions, a lot of different thoughts. The old masters, if you study any of the ascension, those who have actually ascended, and there's many, many stories of this, they didn't have Wi-Fi, they didn't have internet, okay? They had books, and they went off on some mountain somewhere. They always went away from civilization for a reason. They did that to shut off the noisy mind, to get into that 0 point, which is where source is. In other words, the 0 point of you. They got to that space to see the way to be the spiritual warriors, to tap into that power that they have, and then they ascended. Many stories of this, ancient masters, the body desiccated, the body disappeared. Sometimes the body was left behind. There's stories of bodies flashing, much like Jesus with the impression on the Shroud of Turin. But there's still caves where these ancient masters have ascended, and the body almost went into a flash state. So they're really emphasizing getting into the center of your being, okay? Just like go back through all of my messages. All of them are discussing this of getting out of your head and getting into your heart, finding that balance between the two, get into that 0 place, okay? And remember, you're very experienced warriors, okay? I love you all so very much. Please like and share for more, and make some comments, make some discussions. Let's get into this, okay? Bye-bye for now.